So this is it. This is the ultimate occasion, the biggest game. It is time to get that steely focus in the eyes. Things have bubbled up really nicely here. Now, for one of these teams, it is time to bring it home. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Two teams, Jim Beglin, with one common thought: to have their names on this famous trophy.
Yes, Peter, I've been a winning finalist and I've been a losing finalist, and I don't need to tell anyone what I preferred. Winning will help fans remember you for a long, long time, so I sincerely wish both teams well and hope that all the players can give a good account of themselves and you've heard it before, may the best team do it.
And we're on the way.
Look, we can only hope for a final that will be free-flowing and end-to-end and highly entertaining, but fear of defeat can often dominate emotions, so don't be surprised if it gets nervy and tense.
And it's Wharton. That's good play. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Is there, and he can get that clear. It's really well cleared. Munoz. Gehi has been caught there, it's a foul. Get it over the wall. Ekitike. And here's Gakpo. Played out to the right. It's gone for a throw-in. And it's Wirtz. Wirtz! Oh, that was no routine save.
Wirtz clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Eze was only too happy to help out in defence.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Lacroix gently done. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Moved on forwards. Konate gets over and intercepts. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Good take. Ekitike! Richards, forwards and with intent. Konate. Vitz. And he cuts out the supply. Ping towards the front line. And back to the goalkeeper. It's been a pretty frantic start. A lot of front foot pressing. Whole time, excellent interception. Gehi. Mitchell. Jose. Can he get onto this? Kamada.
Really are pushing their fullbacks forward now.
Aiming to do what?
Well, it's a case of engaging your opponents further up the pitch to take the sting out of opposition attacks. It's effectively a wide press.
And it's Salah. Muscular approach does pay off here. Kerkez is fouled. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card. It's a mighty effort! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
Gehi, aim forwards. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Salah. Mohamed Salah played out to the left flank. That's really well manoeuvred. Kamada shifted upfield. He played through for the wide man. He has found the way through. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And it's Frimpong. And here's Mohamed Salah. Now, who's going to be first to this? And they put Reed. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Mohamed Salah spread out to the left. And he shoots! And they can counter here. Now it's Mateta. Now it's Eze. Oh, it's a great... Kamada! And he's found the net! It's coming! It is coming, isn't it? Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Well, Peter, the emphasis should now switch to winning it rather than even thinking about losing it.
Played into space. Ball comes in. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Alisson sends that a long way. Gehi driven forward. Up towards the front line. Out to the left it goes. Ekitike. I think that's a corner. Yes, it is. Cleared away. And it's played forward. He's in plenty of space here. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Van Dijk shifted upfield. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Proves too strong. Vids, aim forwards. Gehi, early ball out from the back. Frimpong. Gakpo. Ekitike. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And here's Mohamed Salah. The referee's awarded a free kick. He is going into that little black book. Players protesting furiously, but there's little or no sympathy from the ref. With the clearance. Munoz forwards and with intent. Soboslai played into space. And the cross comes in.
It was hopeful to say the least. You need more men inside the box, more movement, otherwise it's pretty much a waste.
Mateta is onto it in a flash. And it's Wirtz. Gakpo. Great work on the overlap. Lovely feet. And here's Gakpo. Great defending, strong and determined. And the counter is on. And here's Eze. Mateta. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, taken with style. And there's the goal they've been looking for.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
And claimed it back swiftly. Wirtz. Kerkesh. Here comes the cross. Sarr. Wirtz. Wharton does really well to win the ball there. And it's Munoz. Frimpong gets across to intercept that. Can he spark a counter here? Gakpo. Plays it through. Ball's gone out of play. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Gehi, gently done. And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. Van Dijk. Moved on forwards. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Wirtz played out towards the right wing. Henderson, long ball by the goalkeeper. Sarr. Munoz. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Up he goes! Not the best of contact, given it wasn't the easiest of chances.
Well, by crossing the ball so quickly, I think this defence just can't get set to deal with it. I think deserved a better outcome than what we saw, but worth exploring more.
Oh, can he get onto this? Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. That has been cut short. Mateta. Oh, they could break here. Kamada. Mateta. And here's Eze. And that was very necessary. And it's Mitchell. Kamada does have his name on the score sheet, of course. And now the breakaway. Mitchell, Kamada. Frimpong played up towards the front line. And here's Wirtz. No way through there. Gets it away. Succumbs to the pressure. That's really well manoeuvred. Well, there's the whistle. The first half of the final has flown by. So we've had the first 45 minutes of the final, Jim. How's it looking for you?
So far, so good, Peter. But there'll be a response from their opponents in the second half. I'm sure that'll be discussed in the dressing room. That period immediately after half-time will be very interesting indeed. They have to be really, really ready for it.
A half of massive entertainment and excitement. A 2-goal margin, yes, but all things still possible. And we're up and running. Gehi calmly anticipates. Szoboszlai played back to the goalkeeper. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Now it's Kamada. And it's played forward. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. And here's Mateta. Mateta, delicate ball, and it needs to be. Cleared without complication. Wharton. Sarr. Alisson gets his gloves on it, nice and calm. Mohamed Salah. Mohamed Salah, gently done. Jones tries to get it clear and reclaimed it in a trice. Kamada. Gehi, he's fizzed it forward. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Van Dijk. Konate, forwards and with intent. Gehi. Oh, this looks sharp. Kamada, done delicately. Frimpong cuts it out. Quality ball. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Mateta, now he's off and running. Now, what about a counter-attack? Played into the middle. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Sarr. Nice physical challenge. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Lacroix clears it away. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Long ball looking to counter. Well, that's beautifully weighted. That's an excellent interception. Mateta is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Richards shifted upfield. Cleared away. Soboslai, aim forwards. Has a look and plays it forward. Konate, he's gone direct here. Ekitike! And there's his chance to lead the counter. Decent progress down the left. Very nicely done. Hit into the middle.
Sarr, well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
That's very neat. It's a loose ball. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. And the keeper has it. Eze at his creative best. He's set up 2 goals, moved on forwards, and back to the keeper they go.
Really don't seem to be so eager about their pressing just now.
Well, certainly compared to what we saw from them earlier in the game.
Well, I suspect it's a case of searching for a more defensive balance now, Peter.
And a terrific save from the keeper.
Sarr is offering a wry smile there.
Oh, what a climb! Attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Kirkes, aim forwards.
Ekitike really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
The pressing's intense and it's paid off.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended though. It looked destined for a goal.
That's been drilled forward. And it's played forward. Now it's Mateta. It's run loose here. Do have a chance to counter here. And here's Elliott. And here's Chiesa. Oh, the ball's come loose here. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. That's a cute ball. Sarr. Little doubt, that is a foul. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. And it's Mitchell. And he thumps it clear. Eze. Oh, it's chance! A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Oh, that's nice. Plenty waiting in the middle. It's a throw-in. Mitchell. That's pretty clear. It is a foul. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Nicely by the defence. Mohamed Salah pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. Lacroix. Richards, long ball upfield. Van Dijk getting this one clear. Richards forwards and with intent.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Doak is onto it in a flash. And that's been won straight back. Elliott knocks it out wide. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Van Dijk. Oh, can he get onto this? Oh, Red, nice interception. Forward it goes. And it's Mitchell. Robertson cuts out the pass. Konate, nicely aimed pass. Lacroix, gently done. Van Dijk. That's really well manoeuvred. Shoots! It's in! Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Elliott demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
Checks on the touchline, a change about to occur.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes.
That's really well manoeuvred. And the pass is intercepted. It's an inviting looking ball, that. And they've got a throw. Salah. Played in by Robertson.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Konate wins the duel this time.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Yehi, very much into the last knockings. And here's Kamada. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Lacroix, aim forwards. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Konate. Now it's Mohamed Salah. And he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Now it's Mateta, Sarr, Munoz. Strong running down that left flank. He is just caressing the ball. Now the cross. Deflected behind for a corner kick. A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball, made a classic move and read it perfectly.
Two up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
And the referee brings it to a close. And so the moment has come. The trophy shimmers as they prepare to receive it. A never-to-be-forgotten moment. So on to centre stage come the central characters, the individuals who, as a team, blended into champions, and this is their moment.
Ladies and gentlemen,